If you think about in-cab cameras, which is a very hot topic today, so these are inward-facing and outward-facing cameras. You know, and when you think about the ROI of most telematics programs, it's centered around safety. You know, at the end of the day, most people implement telematics with the thought is we want our drivers to go home safely every night to their families. So new technologies that around cameras are there to kind of drive that safety. And these camera technologies have evolved over the last few years, where the inbound, we're looking at the driver, they're using AI technologies and software to actually identify events where drivers are doing things that they shouldn't be doing. So these alerts can be pretty interesting things like, you know, things like following distance, where you see how closely they're following the vehicles in front of them, or driver not scanning roadway. So watching the driver's eyes to figure out where they're watching on the roadways. But there are other things like blank stare, where they'll actually identify when the driver's a blank stare, or food drink distraction, or smoking, or falling asleep. So these are areas where the cameras are actually picking up the driver's information and alerting the drivers that they're in getting themselves into a potentially risky situation. Companies are now using these alerts to try to do correlations between those events and accidents actually happening. So where you're going is, you know, are we able to predict in the future behaviors that will then further lead to accidents? What are these further behaviors that are gonna say that this driver has a high probability of actually having an accident? So that's where kind of the industry is going in terms of some of those technologies.